Hi everybody, this is part 2 making a junk journal using our cluster embellishments. The ones we did in a video not too long ago, which used up a lot of our scraps. I found a whole strip in while I was looking of some of the scraps from my jelly plate printing, and they're all, pretty much coordinating with the purples and the blues. So I'm going to be doing some clusters out of that one too, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I'll just put that up in my bag. We had started working on this little junk journal, and like I was saying, the video was getting kind of long, so I went ahead and just posted it. As a part 1, and I figure, if you're interested to see what happens next, then you'll come back. If not, then I don't guess I'll see you here. But that's okay too, Sometimes it's not your bailiwick. That's what they call that, right? Not your thing, not your bailiwick. I think I want to put some words up here, and I thought I saw, let me see. I really thought I saw something that said "Made with Love" last time. And of course I won't be able to find it this time. Is that it? Nope. Let me see. Do-de-do-de-do, do-do-do-do. Okay, well that's a tag, that's a scrap. We'll just put that up there for now. Pencil goes there. I know, I found it. Oh, here's another fairy graphic we can put in the envelope. No. Oh, here's one of those envelopes. An envelope with a pocket with a tag. That's such a cute idea. No, that's not it. Oh well, we'll find it, I hope. And if not, then we'll look for something else. Merry Christmas, that's not supposed to be there. Let's see. Okay, so now here's one with words, but it doesn't go across, so I don't know what that is. Well, yes I do, but I'm just putting it aside for now. That's inchy. I got a lot of little graphics here. Hopefully we'll be able to use up many of them in our junk journal. There's another fairy graphic. Yay! And another butterfly and another butterfly. Oh, we were going to use this, weren't we? On one of those pages. Well, I must have put it back with the other stuff. Oh, here's another one of those little friendship things. Did it slide under here? No? Oh well. I guess we'll find it when we find it, and if we don't, wasn't meant to be, right? Isn't that how it goes? Alrighty. So, what is this? More papers. More papers. Ooh, I like that. Envelope. That's a tag. Here's some skins. Okay, well, we'll just work with what we've got. Alright, so far we've got, the angel graphics, or the fairy graphics can go in with the other ones. Let's put that down. What do we want to do right here? Look how pretty that is. Or would that look better on a color? I think that'll look better on a color. I don't know. No. I like this one. I think I'll make a pocket on that one. let's just decoupage this one. Just kind of throw a little bit of everything on it and see what we come up with. How's that sound? Okay, I've got some wax paper pieces. I've got a napkin piece, I believe, in here somewhere. Oh, here's some more wax paper pieces. That. Okay. Oh, see, now these will go together. That's perfect. Okay, here's another strawberry. No, it's not a strawberry, dummy. It's a butterfly. Okay, here's a piece of napkin. Alrighty, so let's see what we've got. This one is longer, and I like the purples, so let's just start tearing. And we will, let's put that one aside. I really want to use some of this napkin, but I don't know if I want to tear it up, so we'll set that one aside for now. If we don't have enough, we don't have enough, and we'll use it. But if we do, and we don't have to use it, then let's not. Okay. Now you see, these are just extra strips cut off the edge of jelly print papers. So what am I going to do? I need a big clip right here. I'm just going to hold that back. And let's see what we see. Where's my Valspar? There it is. We'll put that, yeah, it's dry. We'll put that under there for now. I'm going to find my napkin to dab my paintbrush off on. Okay, so. Alrighty. Let go. So I remember in the last video asking you guys, you know, if you like sports. And then I got on to talking about my friend Ivana who loves baseball. Me, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'll show you. See if you can see it. I'm Irish. Okay, so I love the green. And I'm a Red Wings fan, Detroit hockey. Okay, and this is their symbol, but it's done in a Celtic knot. And this is like my favorite t-shirt in the whole wide world. I will wear it until it falls off of me, and then I will probably try to preserve the image and frame it. That's how much I love this t-shirt. But yeah, so this is my favorite team. And I also like college football, you know, because to me, that's when they're still having fun. It's not all about the money. It's when it becomes all about the money, people get ugly. Things happen, and nobody's there to stop it. Nobody cares. Because it's all about the money. Oops. Try that one right there. Try this one right here. Well, I don't want it to look like I'm measuring them up. But apparently it does look that way, so I just want to make sure the edges are covered. The rest of it, let's try this one. Here we go. Now, oops, I think that was a little bit too much. So if I can pick this one up and move it over, I will do that right there. That way, I can put this one right here. Okay. Then a tiny piece right here. Well, this is kind of fun. Okay, I'll do that right there. And I've got one long skinny piece right here that can go right here. There. See? Well, that's kind of pretty. Look at the colors. And that's just using my scraps. Nothing new. Okay. Uh-oh. It did stick to Valspar this time. Oh. Okay, so Valspar is not a good idea. Let's figure something else out to go between the pages. Alrighty. I really forgot. Let's see. Oh, I found my wax paper. Couldn't find it yesterday, or the day when I was doing the stencils. So I ended up just using my craft desk. Actually, this is parchment paper, not wax paper. So we're going to put a piece of this right under here so it can dry. Actually, I'll use my blow dryer, which I still think is hilarious. I can't believe I burned up my heat gun. All because I put it in a container that had rocks in the bottom. You can see that? And it melted the rock. So the rock couldn't have been a rock. It had to have been a plastic rock. I mean, I wouldn't think rock would melt like that unless it was under lava. What do you think? There you go. See that? It melted it completely. So now I'm stuck using my hairdryer until I can get another heat gun. My dad was like, "How could you? You ruined the only thing that helped me unfreeze the freezer. Now I can't get the meat out." Yeah, that was my dad. Okay, so I'm going to make a little bit of noise. I'm sorry. Here we go. I tried it on high in the last video. Everything went whoosh. It's still trying to go whoosh now. I don't know why it doesn't do that with the heat gun, but maybe because this is a wider spout and a wider range. I've seen other people use their blow dryers for drying things, and that's fine. The only reason you really need a heat gun, as far as I'm concerned, is for embossing. I mean, how many other ways do you use your heat gun except for embossing or drying things faster? And look, my blow dryer works just as fast. I just got to dry down here. Look, all done. And my blow dryer fits in the same hole that my heat gun was in, so that's cool. Alright, so we decoupaged that page. We'll just let that set for now. Okay, we'll open this up, see what else we want to do. I think that's pretty. What do you think? Go right across the top of that. Not that one. Let's try another one. Let's see if we can find the yellow on the opposite side. That might be it. Oh, I also forgot we have this one. See, now this might go good right here. Okay, let's do that. Now, all I'm doing at the moment is backgrounds for the most part. That's about what I'm good at. I don't look at it as being like a bad thing, but sometimes I don't think I've got it to be good enough for everything else. So, I mean, if there was a way I could just do backgrounds and pass them out and let other people embellish them, that would be a fabulous idea for me. Because sometimes I don't know when to stop, and then sometimes when I'm done, I look at it and I go, ew, yuck. That don't go with that, that don't go with that, that don't go with that. But at the same time, I don't know. I guess that's a issue all crafters go through, isn't it? Okay, so let's use the blow dryer. Try and dry this off. See, now that is pretty much dry already. Yep. I think it almost works faster than the heat gun. I first bought my heat gun in 2005 because I was making my daughters, my oldest daughters, wedding invitations, and I was embossing them. Did not realize how long that was going to take. Took a while. Okay, so now this one might look good here because it's got the painted rims. So, painted rims, listen to me. The inked up rims, edges. Gosh, what is wrong with me today? I was bad like this yesterday. Or the day before that, or whenever it was I did this last video. So... I'm supposed to be going to Texas in the summer to stay with my daughter and her family. I don't know if I'm going to get to, but if I do, I told her the only way you'll get me there is if I can get you to do a live stream with me. Oops, I need one in the middle. So, we'll see. Her husband may not like that idea, but we'll see. I'm just pulling this off. Oops. Not the tape, just the cover, you dummy. Just the cover. Thank you. Okay. So I will put this down towards the bottom so that we can even see some of the words. How does that sound? Ah, let go. There we go. And just for now, we'll just tuck some tags in there. And I don't know. No, let's put some graphics in. No, that's kind of too small. I want a bigger graphic for that. This will work. There we go. Okay, so we've got that, and I put that in sideways. I don't know why. I think I got confused. Now, see, these are all in the right way. But when you get back to this one, it's sideways. I want to do something on the back here. Something really, really pretty. I'll have to put that right there. Let's see if I can find one of my tags that I jelly printed that I absolutely love. So we'll take these out. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I've got some of that. Nope, I don't want that. Alright, let's look at these. These are some tags I've made. See, just backgrounds. I mean, I know I could do more than that, but I think I was just trying to get some background stuff done, use up some scraps. You know, that one's kind of pretty. Maybe. That one. See, I really like that one, but it doesn't match. Now, this one would match. Fit perfectly, but I'd have to cut off the bottom. Yeah, it's one of those kind. Let me see if I can find something else first. Like that. Is this a no? Okay, maybe this one will work. Paris. I even texture pasted this one. The Tory though. Yeah, let's go with this one, I think. Or maybe not. It's okay. Now this is those Yankee Candle holders. And I got some really nice dendritics on that one. See if you can see that. There it goes. You see all that? That is beautiful. And then they had, this was from a newspaper I got from Canada. So I might be able to just cut the top of that off and use this. Or here's an envelope that somebody gave me. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. This is pretty thick, so... Well, should I do it on this one? No, I'm not going to do that on that one. I might put this one here. Or this one. Ooh, I like this one. This is the one I'm going to use, because then when I open it up, I'll put something in there with a pocket. Okay. So that's... Oh! I did both sides! Oh, nuts! Alright, well... I don't want to do this, but we're going to do it anyway. Because I can't cover up one whole side. That's just that. Yeah, no big deal. I can do that. And it's the perfect size. So, maybe I'll put the other one on at the beginning. Oh. Yeah, it's a lot of fun being able to discover that spark that's inside of you that just wants to create. You know, I've gone a few days without, you know, crafting or doing anything. And I am a very artistic person, but most of the time my art comes in my words. Okay? I've always wanted to write a book, but I've never had the confidence to try it. So maybe one day. Yeah, and what's that song that Garth Brooks sings, If Tomorrow Never Comes? Oh my gosh. When that song first came out, I used to sit while my oldest daughter, Brooke, while she was sleeping. And that song would come on the radio, or I'd have it on a CD or whatever. And I would sit next to her bed, and I would bawl my eyes out. Because I was so afraid of something, you know, that could happen to her. Because at that time, it was just me and her. My first husband had taken off with my two youngest. And, I mean, it took me 8 months to find him. And 3.5 years to get him back, right? So I had just lost my two youngest, and my son wasn't even quite 2 yet. And that song would come on, and I would sit by my daughter's bed, or if she was at school and I was still at home, because I went to college the same time she went to grade school and junior high. Oh, I already pulled that one off, and I'm sitting there trying to do it again. I would cry and cry and cry because, you know, all mothers feel like they're never good enough. And, you know, even to this day right now, I haven't spoken to her since Christmas. She's mad at me for something. And I've tried. It got pretty bad when I was in Kentucky, so I came back to Missouri, sorry. And that was last May. I talked to her at Thanksgiving. I talked to her at Christmas. And I haven't talked to her since. So, you know, and it's not for me lack of trying. She's got a boyfriend who's got a mother who has pretty much turned my daughter against me. And I'm a patient person. You know, I tried to warn her. She wouldn't listen to me. Thought I was being paranoid. One day she'll remember that she has a mother. And hopefully that day will be before I die. But if not, and she ever watches any of my videos, Brooke, I want you to know I love you more than life itself. You may think I don't. But I do. And I hope one day I get to tell you that to your face, instead of through a YouTube video that you will probably never, ever watch. I tried to get into something, a little bit of everything that my kids were in as they were growing up. You know, my son was really big into Pokemon. So I made us a Pokemon playing board. And we played Pokemon. Brooke was into wrestling at the time. You know, World WWE. And so I got into wrestling. So her and I had something in common that we could talk about. My other daughter, Rachel, the one who I'm going to see in Texas, our thing was children. We loved children and taking care of other people. In fact, you know, she's going to nursing school. She's already made her CNA. She's working on the next level, which I don't know what that is, but you know, I know she wants to become an RN or licensed practicing nurse or an RN. I don't remember. But she wants to go as high as they'll let her go without becoming a doctor. I mean, she could become, you know, a PA like my doctor is. She's a doctor. She's got her doctorates, but she doesn't practice in a hospital. She would rather just practice in a clinic and leave hospital politics to themselves. But my son and I had a really nice talk not too long ago. And you'll be surprised at how observant your children really are when you think they're not watching. Because during the time I was talking to my son, oh, now see, that's prettier than that. You know, I realized that, you know, he saw a lot more growing up than I really wished he would have, you know. It's one of those things, you know. It was one of those where you hope the kids are asleep and in bed and they don't have to hear it. But he heard and he understood a lot more of the decisions that I made when I made them. So, yeah. I just hope one day when my kids grow up, they'll understand that us parents, and all of my kids are parents already, except for my son. You know, my daughter Rachel has 5 boys. My daughter Brooke, my oldest, she's got 2 girls and a boy. My daughter Erica, out in New Mexico, has 3 boys and a girl. Oops. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't think it's going to. Alright, well, let's do this then. I miss my kids. I miss my grandbabies. I miss being able to, you know, wake up in the morning and chase them down the hallway towards the kitchen and my grandson Jacob, he loved the Wiggles so much that was all we watched, was the Wiggles. So I would dream singing song, Wiggles and VeggieTales, that was it. You know, I would dream. Do I want that one there? Let's see. I would dream, you know, Wags the dog. He loves to tango. Wags the dog. He calls it Rango. Yeah. And Chugga Chugga Big Red Car. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would wake up in the middle of the night singing. You know, Let's Wake Up Jeff, and I mean, I miss those days. I really do. And when all my kids moved out and all my grandkids were gone, all I could do at that point was lose my ever-loving mind. And I did. My dad said he had the same conversation with my grandma when I moved out. And he said to my grandma, you know, they're gone. What do I do now? And Grandma said, well, now you can do what you've always wanted to. And his reply was, I was. You know, so him waking up and realizing that yes, I'm trying to make a pocket here. And I'm probably not doing a very good job, but I'm trying. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, when all my kids moved out and the grandkids were gone, and for the first time in my life, I was 46 years old at the time, I had my own apartment. 46 years old, and I had my own apartment where nobody lived with me. Because I've always had, you know, people staying with us, living with us. Somebody didn't have a home because they got kicked out by their parents, or, you know, anything like that. And I hated it. Oh my gosh, you would think out of all of the things that I could possibly want to do in the world. And I used to think I wanted my freedom. You know, I used to think, yes, this is what I want. Everybody go away. Everybody, you know, can leave me alone. I might get a 5-minute nap out. Nope, that was not to be. And then I realized how much I took for granted when I had my babies at home. And I kind of went a little mental for a while. I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know how to talk. I couldn't have a complete conversation because I had nothing to say. My whole life revolved from even when I was little. Uh-oh, okay. Yep. From even when I was little to taking care of people. And I didn't have anybody at that point. And I think I dang near lost my mind. Because it's not about, you know, privacy and finally being able to get to do your own thing. I felt the same way when my dad told my grandma. You know, I was doing what I liked. I just didn't understand it that I liked it at the time. Because it was so stressful. But at the same time, I would do anything to go back to that. Sort of. I don't know. I can't say I would or I wouldn't. Maybe if they just visited more, I would. But I can't. Oh, I put that pocket on cockeyed. Well, that's what I get for looking like that, right? Anyways. Now I'll make another pocket. But I can't imagine my life not having my children involved. Or my grandchildren. Or, you know, my great-grandchildren. I don't know. Maybe I'll be alive when that happens. Maybe I won't be. You know, who knows? Maybe Jesus will come back in the rapture, take us all to heaven, and there will never be another tear in our eye. I'll tell you what, I can't wait for that to happen. Some of you may not believe in Jesus. That's okay. You know, that's your prerogative. But I do. So, if I talk about him occasionally, I hope you don't hold that against me. And if you have any questions about what I say, you know, I would love to hear them. And, you know, even if you just want something explained, I won't try to convert you or, you know, proselytize to you or anything like that. I'm not going to cut off a chicken's head and go running around with its blood squirting everywhere. No, I think that's what the Catholics do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, I promise. I'm just kidding. I used to know some good jokes, but I don't remember them all anymore. Okay, I need one more little piece and I'll have another pocket. About yay so. But yeah, so you see what I'm doing when I'm folding the edges in and putting the tape on the pocket. I'm actually giving the pocket space to be able to put things in. When I used to put pockets in, now tuck spots are different, okay? But, yeah, tuck spots are different. But if you try to put a pocket that just lays flat against the paper, you might get one graphic in it, or one tag, or, you know, something just minuscule. But if you give it a little bit of room by folding in the edges, and the most I fold them in is the width of my tape. So that makes sense, right? You know what? I don't even have a page I'm going to put this on yet. Let me see. I could put it on this one. That'll work. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see which one goes first. This one will go first. This one will fold over, fold over. Thank you. Fold over and then let go. Okay. Now you see how that gives that pocket a little bit of extra room. I'm going to put that one on the inside right here. Alright, and see, it gives it a little bit, I don't know if you can tell, but it gives it a little bit more room to stuff things in it. You know, for example, something like that. Which I kind of like that there. So we'll just leave that there for now. Okay. Let's do... That's kind of cool. I want to do a belly band. We gotta do a belly band. Does this one work? Yes, that works. Now, a belly band can be like stretch lace, can be just a piece of paper. It can go up and down, or it can go left and right. But all it is something for you to be able to tuck something in that might be bigger than one of your pockets or something, you know. And why they call it a belly band, I don't know. I mean, they could just as well call it a journal belt, because that's kind of what it is. All you do is you know, put tape on two sides. Put it in the middle, slide it down, and look what you got. You got a belly band. So say I wanted to put this tag, well, that tag's way too big, so that wouldn't work. Here we go, this one. Okay, that's perfect. See? I could probably stamp on these, but I'm going to save the stamping for the next, excuse me, the next video. I need to do some tuck spots. So that's what we're going to do. Now, tuck spots aren't as bad as you think. These are all my tags, so let me, that one I can use. That one, is that a double? No. Okay. That, and these. Alright. And then we pull the rest of this out. Okay. I'll put these on the ground. Alrighty. Now, see there's more journal pages that you can tuck in. Where's that belly band at? See, you can tuck those in there, which I'll probably do because those work a little bit better. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll use, I think, no, I don't like that color. So what do we want to use as a tuck spot? Okay, this is the cover of a book of tags. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that top off. You see that? And then I'm going to take it. Well, I'm going to give that a little bit there. And I'm going to cut along the dots. See, I have a little edge here and a little edge here. Now, I could glue this if I wanted, but really I'm being lazy. So, I'm going to... When you're trying to tape on a curve, it's probably easier to use a bunch of smaller pieces than just one big piece. There. Oh, come on. Let's stay there. See, all I'm doing is just following the outline. And then a little piece for right. No, I'm not even going to put that there. Yeah, because if I do that, it'll limit what you can put in it, and I don't want to do that. So, let's start removing tape. Alright, whoop, there's a little piece there. Come on, lift up. There we go, there's a little piece there, put you back down. Little piece there, and see any excess that's hanging over, I'm just folding it back in on itself. Okay. That one, I don't even know if that one should be there. I took that one out. Alright, so I'm going to put this, let's see, right here as a tuck spot. Now, if you don't understand what a tuck spot is, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, you know? See? And if you want to add some painty papers or something, obviously, we'd have to take the top of this one off. But it doesn't matter if it sticks out too much because we have that extra with the signature covers and then the extra with the journal covers. So, it's like, remember, it's like 2 journals in a journal. So, where that came from. Alright, and then See, I haven't even gotten stamps out yet. I'm just trying to figure out. I want to use some more of my embellishments. That's what I want to do. Okay, so let me pull this out. Okay, my arm hit something. Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay, I probably just made a big mistake. But now see, I like this one. This one looks... This one looks like it'll work really good right here, even with the button. So let's get the glue. And we'll put that right there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. These are some other embellishments I made with strips of paper. You know, I just cut them out and then bannered the ends and glued them to the back of a button. That's all I did. Oh, that's in there. That's in there. That's in there. That's in there. Oh, these are so pretty. I really like this one. Let me see if I can find something with green in it. See, now this would work great in here. Okay, so let's put this one in here. I'm going to put it down towards the corner a little bit. Now, mind you, I have not trimmed any of the excess off of anything that's already been you know, either decoupaged or painted on or whatever, glued on. I haven't taken off any excess. But I am going to leave some of these pages for stamping. And we'll do that on another video because, let me see if I can find a really... Oh! Remember what I was saying about using some of these as tuck spots in a journal? Guess what? I'm not even going to bother with the tape, okay? I can show you exactly what I mean now. See how I only did it on the one side? Alright. Now, because I did it with glue, it's going to take a while to set. So, I'm going to give it some help. There. Now, when that's dry, let's see. Let me find something bigger. Okay, here we go. Something like that. Check that out. You know, welcome spring. That would be cool. And it even has a bat. So we can tuck that in there. So, but since it's wet, like I said, I'm going to actually let me get a little one. Let's see if this one will fit. It'll fit. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Now that'll set for a little bit. Okay, let's start back at the beginning. And we will... Oh, let's see. Okay, thank you. Trying to keep an eye on the time. Okay, we put some stuff in here. How about some stuff for whoever's going to use this journal to make their own cluster journal. No, not that one. Would that one work? No, I've already got one cluster there, so I don't think I want to put another one, but I want something on the front of that. So we'll put these aside. See, look at this big black one. Let's see what we have here. Okay, there's a cluster with the flower on it. There's a cluster with, ooh, did that work? No, not there. This would make another really good tuck spot. How about right here? Alright, and I'm going to need some more help to secure it while it dries. Now these are all those embellishments I made in that one video. Okay? And I even did another video afterwards saying, okay, now what? And I really didn't get super far. I mean, I threw out a couple of ideas and that was kind of good, but you know, it really doesn't work unless you can actually see the process itself. I mean, wouldn't you agree? Sometimes your imagination just doesn't take you where you want it to go. There we go. And let me see. Nope. I need an itty bitty clip, and I don't know if I got any itty bitties. I used to, but I don't anymore. Oh wait, I wonder if I can use this one. Okay, okay, get off. That'll work. Okay. See, somebody had sent me some, I guess they're called wrenches. I have no idea. I've never heard of it before, but they're circle tiles, like you would with the inches and the twinchies, the 1 inch by 1 inch and the 2 inch by 2 inch. Apparently these are 1.5 inch diameter. I wouldn't even be able to make them because my little circle punch is only 1/2 inch. So, but they go on like, you know, trading. See, now I wouldn't want to put that so close. What about right there? No. No. There's one. There's an envelope. I'm trying to determine how many of these clusters I want to put in here. So let's figure out what's put in here. Can we put that in there? Yes, we can. Can she do it? Yes, she can. Nope. Let's see. Trying to find other things that would look good. Don't worry, be happy now. See, that would be a good tuck spot. But I've got one right there, and I've got a pocket. So, sometimes it's trying to find the right place. See, that's a tuck spot. I don't want that to be a tuck spot. Okay, that's just there. That's a tuck spot. This one isn't, so... no. Well, I guess we can, right here. Or, we can just roll it across the top. Okay. Okay. Let's see how that'll work. Alrighty. We don't have anything across the top. And I'm not going to make this a tuck spot, so I'm going to glue it all over. Alright. Alrighty then. Like I said, because the glue is wet, I always try to help it set so it doesn't just peel off later. Okay, right there. And use one of my bigger paper clips to go all the way down and hold it on this side. So there. And this one should be dried, so we can pull this one off. Yep. Now what are we going to tuck there? Now I don't want to tuck another cluster. How about let me see. I've got some of these in here. That one's kind of plain. That one's nice. It's kind of plain. Kind of plain. Okay, there's another one with butterflies in here, so this will help. I don't have a lot of stickers, so I've pretty much gone through most of mine. Okay, and this one, I can't get this one, so it wouldn't open. Ah, it's the same one. And then there's that one. So let's see what we can do with these. Right? I want the butterfly one. I wonder if I should round the corners. Yeah, I'm going to round the corners just because I like to. This is one of my favorite craft tools. It really is. Okay, so then we'll tuck that right there, but we'll kind of offset it so they know there's a second piece in there. Okay? See how that worked? There's a pocket. Okay, so that one's new. Let me do this other one, and wonder if this one is done yet. Well, it's just about there. So this is another tuck spot. So let me actually. I'm going to put this one in there with it too, because I think it's prettier. It's still vintagey. There we go. Alright. Now, let me get this way. There we go. Okay. And then this one, we can probably trim now. Let me put this up here so I don't knock them all on the floor. Okay, I have to find my scissors. They're in here somewhere. There they are. Okay, so we'll look on this side, and we will trim off what we see. Okay. Is there any across the top? Just a little bit. This came from a painty piece of paper I did a couple weeks ago. So, okay, so that one's done. There was another that had this one. Okay. We'll turn it. Uh-oh. It didn't fill out, did it? Good. Okay. Ready? Okay, there we go. Now that's trimmed. Oh, please tell me I didn't. Did I do that one upside down? Where's that pocket? Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't glue it upside down. There's the Be Happy. There's that one. Is that the pocket I thought was upside down? I don't remember. No, that was the one. Okay, good. Shoo! Whew. About to have coronary. Can't handle that. Oh. Boy, I'm sure gonna mess up here, don't I? But isn't it a mess of yumminess? And just all of this good, oh, just fun. Okay, now that's between the two. I don't know if I want to put anything on these, but I'm not sure. You know, like I've got to put something on there, you know, like my story, or, you know, your story only starts when you say so. Oh, I like that. Begins, not starts. Your story begins when you say so. Okay, so that's cool. I'm going to handwrite that. Let me find... Let me see. Yep, that'll work. Okay. And I'm going to use a Sharpie. Or not. I wanted a thicker marker. And I don't think I'm going to find it. Not this year. So, turn what's got me blocked. That does. Turn. Turn. Okay, now I want to see if this will show up. And I want to see how well it does. Oh, now that came out good, right? Okay. Okay. Now let's see if I can manage to do this. Actually, I better just get my thing, because I will mess this up so bad. Okay. Now, see that? Okay. Okay. Now, apparently, I can't measure worth the ding-dong. It might have been easier just to do this on the computer. But a handwritten touch is not that bad. Would you think? Okay. Now I have to have this one. I think I already did that one. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm wondering if I should ink the edges. I think I will. I've got one or two. I don't even know if this will show up. See how light that is? That's almost the same color. Well, let's see on this one first. Yeah, it does show up, and it's really, really faint. Ah. Okay. So let's go here and decide where. Okay, so your story. Where's my scissors? Oops. Story. Yay, it worked. Sorry, I was trying to round the corners by osmosis, I think. Hoping that I could slide it, even though I couldn't see it, down to where it would round the corners, because I wasn't thinking that, you know, this one little word would have such a problem. But figured I'd go ahead and do this. And then, where did the ink go? There it is. Okay. Alrighty, so let's start this. But first, we're going to ink the edges. And it's not a darker ink, it's like a lighter ink. It's a chalk ink, I'll tell you that. So it dries really, really fast. But to be honest, my favorite inking around the edges tools are the chalk inks. I don't know why, it just, see, look, it's not very noticeable. You can't hardly see it. And I know my writing sucks, but, you know, hey. It's there. There we go. There's that one. Uh-oh, I need to trim that first. Okay, so let's go with this one now. And if you know me and you've watched my videos, you know I like inking the corners a lot more than just the edges. I mean, I'd still ink the edges, but I really like leaving more ink in the corners. Because I think it just kind of fades it in and it brings the attention more to you know, more to what's in the center of what you're inking. Now, I can tell this is barely showing up, but maybe it's enough. I can see it, even if it doesn't pick it up by the camera. There is a very it blends beautifully. Put it that way, okay? And I'm glad I didn't choose anything else, because it kind of softens it a little. There we go. Alrighty. So on the front of this, alright, we need some glue. Okay, so we'll go right here, your story. Begins when okay. Where's it? Here it is. You say. No. Okay. Well, I don't know. See, it says your story begins when you say it begins, but it didn't quite line out like I wanted it to. Sorry, I'm rinsing my fingertips from all the glue. Ooh, that's the first time I said sorry, Angela. You'd be really proud of me. I've been trying consciously not to keep apologizing for everything. I have a very bad habit of that. So what else can I put on that to make it more snazzy? I could probably do glitter. I don't know yet. That might be the next video. So we've got this page to decorate. And how do we want to do that? Oh, see, I love this tag. Do we want to put a kitty cat in there with the staple right across his face? Really, Kelly? You're such a moron. Okay, that looks better. Let's do that one. It's not like I can find a gem to put on his forehead like I did the other one. So that one goes right across his nose and his whiskers. Okay. So we put some graphics in there. I don't know if I have any more cuts. Yes, I do actually. So let me. Oh, let me have these for a minute. All right, this is what I'm going to do. Okay. 2. Wow, I'm not talking, huh? Yeah, when I start mechanicking, I stop talking. Because I'm trying to concentrate really hard on not catching anything that's flammable around me on fire. Okay. And I think that will do it. All right. Now there's a couple of different styles of dominoes that I put in here. Some were vintage ladies in costume. And where's the others? Oh, good grief. Did I put them in there? I know I did. Oops. I did not mean to rip that. Did I rip it? Yes, I did. Okay, let me get these tape. Tape, 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 tape. Where are you, tape? Works in a pinch. Okay, there we go. And I should probably paper clip the fairies together too. I haven't come across any more, but I do have them downloaded on in my hard drive. So, all right. So we'll put Domino graphics in here. Let's find a paper clip that'll hold these. Here, this one should. Okay. Can we get one more? I thought I had the abstract ones in here. I don't think I put them in another one. No. 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 Make sure, because I kind of like to keep them all together. Oh, I didn't put them in there. Didn't put them in there. Didn't put them in there. Didn't put them there. Nope, didn't put them there. Okay, so they're still around here. Paper clip. There they are. See, these are abstract graphics. You know, which are kind of cool. You know, Zentangle type. Let's see. There we go. So I thought those would be kind of cool to tuck in there. And I do this because I just found out, you know, about domino art. I mean, I've seen it before, but I've never done it. And, so there we go. Now, I wish I could put a picture of a domino right there. You know what? Let me see one of these. one of the ones that are already. Okay, I only need one. Or two. Let me do two. Alrighty. We'll put those in there. Here we go. Actually, what we could do, since they're paper clipped, is we can paper clip them to the... Let me switch places. Oh, good grief. Okay. So that way, they know there's something in here. Where's the others? Okay, I just had them. Where's the others? Here's this too. Alright, they're way down here, that's why. Alright, and there's that. Alright, so we will flip this over, and I will actually Mod Podge these on here instead of just glue. Let me see if I've got a flower handy. I know I did a minute ago. Or a butterfly or something. I don't want that. Alright. Find an itty-bitty butterfly. I'll put him right there. And when he dries, we'll add some sparkle. There we go. Okay, let me see, where are we at on time? We've got a little bit to go, but not much. Now what we're lacking is friendship, you know, words and things like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, okay, I've got some of these. Oh, I still have this great big black one, which I love. Okay. Okay, here's some more butterflies, so this one's got to stick. Oh, I forgot. I got a blow dryer. Oh, you know what? Dad came in about an hour ago and told me dinner was ready. I just remembered that. Okay. Alright, so that'll set there. That'll get a chance to dry a little. I'm going to go ahead and pause you so I can go eat some homemade stir fry. I will be back when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. That was one good stir fry, I'll tell you what. Okay, let me put this over here for just a minute. Kind of figuring out where the heck I'm supposed to, what I'm doing next. I almost forgot. Let me see. Okay, well that came out alright. That one came out alright. There's the tuck spots. Okay. Alright, let's do a pocket right here. How does that sound? Does that match? No, not really. Let's see. Da 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 da. Oh, now that would be cool. To make a pocket out of a doily, right? So let's see if I can cut this in a straight line. Well, let's try it this way. Yeah, we'll go that route. But I'm going to use tape this time. Because putting glue all over something this intricate is kind of a pain in the butt. So, we're going to just kind of give it a little tape and see what we can do with it. Alrighty. There's that one. There's, whoops, that one almost pulled it right off. There's that one. Well, I'd really like to put it right here, but I guess we'll put it right here. There. Now we've got, okay, let's see. Well, it's sort of a tuck spot. Okay, so we've got that. We've got some journal pages. Ah, we put a, what you call it there. The one where I erased Alice's face. Now see, that one I think would look really good right there. So, oh, I forgot to put the lid on. Get the cap off so it's the dry glue. Ugh, okay. So we'll decorate this and see how it comes. Now you see how many of these cluster embellishments I've been able to use in this journal. And it's really quite awesome, to be honest. They look so much better attached to something than, yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, and we've got some more papers. We've got another embellishment. And we're still in the first one. So let's see. Okay. That looks cool right there, don't you think? Okay, now this one, I'm going to spread with my finger because it's a little bit harder or a tougher material. It's not like just paper. It's like made of cardstock. So I want to make sure that it sticks really well. Nah. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we'll put that one right there. Okay. Let's see. I'll give this another 20 minutes of working on it, and then we'll call it a night, and we'll pick it up again another, like, next video. So we'll do that. How does that sound? Okay. There's some napkin. Okay, we got to find something to put in this. Let's see. Oh, that works. That works really good, actually. Okay. Now, what are we going to put on the back of this? How about you are simply wonderful? I think that looks good. But I need to ink the edges, so my desk is okay. We'll use Lilac Posy since it was the first one I found. Okay. All right. We'll see how this goes. That looks good. I'm going to put a little bit more pink up here. Maybe a little bit more right here. And a little bit more right in here. That'll work. Actually, this one I can probably use tape. And I like it because the corners are already rounded. Oops, I dropped something. Okay. Then, of course, one piece in the middle. Okay. Wow. There we go. I got glue stuck on my fingers. Ha ha ha. I guess I should have washed them off a little bit first, huh? Alright, that one doesn't want to come off. There we go. This one should. That one did. And that one did. Alright, you are simply wonderful. That will go right here. There. Okay. We got to figure out what we're going to tuck into this. Let's see. it is springtime, and it's going to... Oh, that won't even fit. Alrighty. Let's figure something else out. What else can we put in there? Let me see. What do we have up here? Oh, I've got one of these I can add. It says love. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It's not puffed up. Does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. Is not provoked. Thinks no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things. Believes all things. Hopes all things. Endures all things. Love never fails. And that is perfect. It fits right there. I bought a stack of those several years ago because I was the Wednesday night teacher for our church, for the youth group. And most of my students were female. I had a few male, but most of them were female. And so what I did was I used lock-in one weekend. That means where all the kids, they bring their sleeping bags and their pillows, and we have pizza and junk food and blah, blah, blah. And we did a True Love Waits conference where I was the teacher. And that was trying to talk to them about, you know, waiting until they were married before they have sex. That type of thing, you know, because true love waits. Now, I'll leave those alone for a little bit. We'll start working on this one. Okay, that one's got a pocket, but I think... No. Is it this one? No. Oh, there was another one I wanted to use. The image that I used, or the demonstration I used, excuse me, was I had gone to the thrift store, okay? Did that work there or there? I think it'll work there better. And I bought a wedding gown. Yeah, a wedding dress. And I went to the church, you know, before the lock-in, and I set up the teaching room we were going to be in because we were all going to be sleeping down in the fellowship hall. But the teaching room I was in was upstairs. So I went up early and, whoops, that was backwards. Okay. And set the room up to make it look like a bridal shop. Or a dressing room where a bride was going to get, you know, dressed up for her wedding. And I had some the church had some white lattice, you know, and big sheets, and some flowered trees. So I brought all those upstairs, and I set it all up with flowers all over the lattice, and a lady from a local thrift store let me borrow one of her clothing racks so I could hang the dress up on. And I even brought my wedding veil from when I got married. And, you know, set that up. Anyways, it looked beautiful, okay? I had candles going, everything. And they all came in and they were all looking at the display, you know, kind of trying to figure out, you know, what the deal was, what was going on. And I didn't say anything, but I had a side table next to the display, okay? And on this side table, I had Sharpie markers, scissors, that puffy tulip paint for fabric, Just all kinds of things. Ink pens. I had ink pens. So as we were going along and we were talking about, you know, what constitutes doing too much on a date, or, you know, that a boy would ask a girl to do on a date, you know, because they loved you. And it, you know, when we would talk about something like that, and they'd give me an answer like, well, they'd want to kiss, make out. So whoever answered that question or said that question, I told them, I said, okay, go over at the table, grab the scissors, grab the paint, whatever you want, and mark up the wedding dress. Just splash paint on it, color on it, cut it up, do whatever, okay? And they all looked at me like I was on drugs or something. I'm serious, do it. You know, I walked over to the dress, I grabbed the black Sharpie marker, and I just started making marks up and down the front. And I put the marker down and said, all right, now see, I already started it, now you can do it. So they all got in on that, right? By the end of the night, the dress, oh my gosh, the dress was horrible. It was totally destroyed. But it was still hanging on the hanger. One of the girls, okay, well, I'll get to that point in a minute. When we got done marking up the dress, I told the girls, I said, every mark on that dress, every cut, every piece of paint is a sin in God's eyes. Okay? Now, it also symbolizes the sin on your soul or your heart. Now, say you're standing in front of a beautiful church. You've got all your friends and family and neighbors there. They're waiting for you to get married, and your groom is standing up at the pulpit with the preacher and his best man, and you put this dress on and stand at the back of the hall. Is that the type of dress you want to walk to your groom wearing? And it took them about probably about 10 minutes before they could start talking again. And that's what it was, you know. In the Christian faith, I'll just say it that way, our Bible teaches us, you know, no sex before marriage. Well, that's pretty daggone near impossible in this day and age. Not impossible, okay? But very, very difficult, especially with peer pressure and stuff like that. And it made a very big impact on one girl who was visiting. See, I like that. How's that look? And I mean, we even talked about, you know, things that happen, you know, that you have no control over, like molestation or date rape or anything like that. And I could tell there was one teenage girl in there that had a problem with what I was teaching. And I had to tell her, listen, you know, that wasn't your fault. God doesn't look at that as your, you know, your sin. That was the perpetrator's sin. When you get married, your marital bed, right, is pure and undefiled. that means even though, you know, your cherry's been popped, or however you want to say that, doesn't mean you still aren't a virgin in spirit, or, you know, in God's eyes. And that made a really big impact. And then we all went out into the sanctuary and watched a movie, Simon Birch, actually, which was really cute. If you've never seen it, you should see it. Ashley Judd's in this one. Jim Carrey's in it. I forget who else, but those are the two that I can think of the most. And, anyways, it was a very poignant lesson. And I was really glad to be there for them. In fact, right now, I'm at our church. I'm our satellite director for a Bible college called Faith Bible Institute out of Louisiana. And we get sent the DVDs and the workbooks and everything. We're at the end of this semester. We have one more week. And then, yeah, we have one more night and then testing. And then we're done until the fall. But, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I remember. One of the girls that was in my class, and this was 2010, 2011. I think I was doing that class for 4 years. She was in my class for all 4 years because half of my students didn't want to graduate. They liked my class. And she's been taking this college course, you know, the Faith Bible Institute. Now, if you test during the tests and you pass all the tests, then you actually get a diploma. If you just audit it, where you just go and attend the lessons, you know, or the meetings, which is once a week, then you get a certificate of recognition, okay, or a certificate of completion, one of the two. But she's attending, and she's also attending college, and she's also attending, she's also working, you know, so, I mean, she's got a pretty big schedule. And last night, I had to actually stop, pull her off to the side for a minute, and I had to tell her how very, very proud I was of her and the beautiful woman that she turned out to become, because she is beautiful on the inside as well as beautiful on the outside, and that makes all the difference. So, well, we're at our 2-hour mark. So, it's not that I couldn't go longer, but I'm trying to keep the videos at a, you know, an even keel. So you don't look at it and say, oh my gosh, this is a 4-hour video. Are you kidding me? I've seen some ladies who have done 9-hour live streams. God, I couldn't even sit that long for 9 hours. But yes, so I'm going to give you my regular spiel, and it's always try to find the humor in life, okay? Because if you don't, life really, really sucks. And always, always, always remember to give yourself permission to art yourself silly, okay? If you like my videos, please, please, please click the thumbs up. Please, please, please. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think of using all of these clusters in one journal. If you have any suggestions, you know, on how I can... Oh, wow. That's gotten big. We may have to use a rubber band to close it. You know, how how I can, or if you have any suggestions on what else I can add to the journal, or how I can do the front. That's the big thing. I'm thinking, you know, like some lace. Oh, that would be pretty. Yeah, maybe some lace. But, yeah, give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if, you know, shoot, let me know if you don't even like what I talk about, and it'll give me an idea of what subjects to avoid when I'm doing a video, okay? And on that note, I want you to have a very good week, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me today and listening to me babble. And I think, yeah, I think that's about it, okay? God bless you guys. Bye.